Look, I was a teenager once, and one thing I know is that when someone is smiling in the backseat of a car like that, especially at night, they are fried out of their damn minds. And I'm not saying Tony P is fried, maybe he's just chilling, but you know damn well what I'm talking about. What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. And what I have for you boys and girls today is my review for Tony P's album, Enjoy. Tony P is a 19-year-old from out of Iowa who's been rapping for about 3 or 4 years, and on this album he's trying to find himself and enjoy his life journey. Now, all the production on here is done by his in-house producers, Moose Mill and Beans, so to check this project out as well as his other music, his sites and social media, etc., just take a look at the links and information posted underneath this video. Now, right from the start, one of the main issues with this album is the production. And you can hear that on the first song, Sorry, where we get a really dull and flat melody and some synth effects that are just very low quality. On this one, Tony is spitting about the value of being consistent and persistent. And he also says that he likes to read between the lines so that he doesn't miss anything. And honestly, his content is probably the strongest point about this album, because he gets very introspective, insightful, and personal. Like on the Balance interlude, where he's trying to learn how to manage his life and find balance. On New, where he reflects on a lost loved one. And on In Search, he's questioning things and looking for life's answers and trying to find his purpose because he's not quite the man who he wants to be yet. So this whole project is all about growth. But again, it's the production that is the main problem here, especially on In Search, where we just get this very frantic sound that's all over the place and there's no real direction. And then on the song You, we get this creepy, unnerving piano that also doesn't seem to have too much direction to it. And Tony does some singing on here that, frankly, it's just really bad. Not trying to be mean, not trying to be rude, not trying to be a dick, but I gotta be honest, and it doesn't sound that good. Sounds about as bad as me trying to sing along with Brian McKnight in the car, and I'm just not a good singer either, so it is what it is. And Tony sings on some of these other songs as well, and it's no better. Like on the song Can't I, where he's singing about wanting to reach people with his music, and how the whole idea of fame works. And Tony's rapping could also use some work as well, because there's not really anything about it that sticks out. Again, I think his content is pretty good, and he has a bit of a direction with what he wants to do with his music, but he doesn't really have very great vocals, not only when he sings, but also when he raps, and he needs to work on his flow and delivery, just tighten them up, put a little bit more oomph on them, and make it sound like he really means what he's saying. So really, there's a lot of things here that Tony can work on to improve his music and take the next step. Some better production, first of all, is going to make a huge difference. And even working on the mixing and mastering would help a little bit as well, because even though you can make out what he's saying here, so it's mixed good in that sense, there's not a very rich and full sound happening here, and it doesn't sound like it was professionally done at all. And like I already said, he also really needs to work on his overall style. Especially if he wants to keep singing, he's going to have to work on his vocals. And as far as the rapping goes, there's a lot of tightening up to do there. I think he's very positive. I like that he gets personal on here, but overall there weren't a lot of positives for me to get into. Although to be fair, there were a couple of parts of the production that were alright. I thought No Time had a bit of a chill vibe to it and some strong bass. Always kind of worked because it has a simplistic piano beat, and the song Now has more of a jazzy style with some horn and piano production, so those were some of the better things about this album that were alright. But overall, I couldn't find a lot of positives here, and I give this one a 1.5 out of 5. But that's just what I thought about it. You can check it out for yourself. There's all kinds of links and information underneath this video. And make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff, man, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially subscribe to my channel. I've been pumping out the reviews lately, man, just going hard, so the FAQ should be up this month. I think I already told you guys in another video that I got my vacation time coming up around November 21st. Gonna be off work for 10 days, so I'll try my best to squeeze that FAQ out, but I also gotta handle some family business, you know how that goes, so we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel, you guys. I'll see you next time.